New photos with Adrien Broner surfaces with him extremely out of shape, and now he's calling out Nate Diaz when he has a Rollie Romero fight on the table that they're working on behind the scenes. Let's talk about what's really going on with AB. But before we do that, make sure that y'all hit my like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subbed to the channel. What's up with it, y'all? So recently, I brought y'all the news that one of the big fights that they working on behind the scenes at PBC Showtime is Adrien Broner versus Rolando Rollie Romero. It's real, y'all. They really working on that fight behind the scenes. Now, we know that Adrien Broner, it ain't been looking too good for him lately. He pulled out of the Omar Figueroa fight, and he said it wasn't because of weight issues. He told the world that it was because of mental health. Now, very few people believe that, because me personally, I saw pictures that showed that Adrien Broner, he wasn't gonna make the 140-pound weight limit. He was too far off of weight. But you had other people that believe, yeah, it was mental health. But I never believed that, but that's just me. I don't tell nobody else what they believe. Everybody gonna believe what they wanna believe. So anyway, he pulled out of the Omar Figueroa fight. And when he pulled out, I was telling people, hey, I think this is the last chance for AB. I don't think that Al Heyman, PBC, Showtime, I don't think that they're going to give Adrien Broner another chance, because, you know, he's had chance after chance and he struck out every chance they give him. So I felt like that they was pretty much done with Adrien Broner. But to my surprise, I found out that they was giving Adrien Broner one last chance, and that one last chance was gonna be mega for Adrien Broner, because, like I said, behind the scenes, they're working on the Rolando Rollie Romero fight for Adrien Broner. And that fight could be potentially put on pay-per-view. And that's big, because we know that Rollie Romero, he has a big buzz in boxing now ever since he got knocked out by Gervonta Tank Davis. But he showed up for the fight and he fought well up until he got knocked out. And ever since then, his stardom has tripled. Everybody in boxing has been wanting to see Rollie in the ring. You know, he knows how to sell himself. He's probably the best salesman in boxing next to Adrien Broner. He could talk that shit, and he could talk it with the best of them. And he pretty much sold the fight with him and Tank with his mouth alone. So they looking and they say, okay, who do we put Rollie with? You know, Rollie's the salesman. Who do we put him with? And Adrien Broner is the best name that they could come up with, because Adrien Broner and Rollie Romero together, that is a hit. Everybody want to see that. Whether you say you want to see it or not, you gonna click in and you gonna click that pay-per-view button if they have you pay for it, because that is a fight where the two fighters are gonna make you pay for the fight just from what they talk about in the build-up. The build-up of that fight is gonna be crazy. So, you know, I said, okay, they giving AB another chance and he better not blow this chance. But here's a twist. Adrien Broner don't look like that he wants any competition. Adrien Broner looks like that he's looking for a payday, a easy payday. Adrien Broner has just called out Nate Diaz of the UFC. Yeah, y'all got it right, Nate Diaz, a UFC fighter that ain't never stepped in a professional boxing ring in his life. And Adrien Broner trying to get a bag and come up off of him when he got another fight, right, with somebody that's gonna give him real competition that's on the table, where he gonna have to earn his payday. Now, if you haven't heard, recently Nate Diaz, he's told people and he's announced that he will be coming to boxing. I don't know in what capacity Nate Diaz is coming into boxing. I don't know if he's going to do it on the exhibition level, or I don't know if he's really trying to have pro fights with some of the top name fighters. Now, Nate Diaz and his brother Nick, they have trained in boxing for years. They work with Andre Ward, Andre Berto, and a lot of the fighters that came out of the Oakland area, in the Cali area. They work with a lot of fighters. So they do have boxing experience, but not professionally in the ring. They've trained boxing, to help them out in their MMA career. They ain't never fought nobody professionally. So for Adrien Broner to be calling out Nate Diaz, it just shows that he wants an easy payday. He think he can go in there, beat up on Nate Diaz, get a whole lot of money for doing it, make a big mega event and really not have to work for it. You dig what I'm saying? And that's what Adrien Broner wants to do. And that's the reason why he can't never make weight, because he's got lazy. He's always fat. As you can see right here, I'm gonna put the picture up of the new pictures that surfaced, right? And he's out of shape. The man looked like he probably close to 200 pounds. He a lot closer to 200 pounds than he is at 140. I don't really think that he could get down to 140 pounds to face Rolando Romero, right? And then he worried about what is it gonna look like if Rollie get in there and beat his ass. See, you're not going to have problems with Nate Diaz, and he knows if he get a fight with Nate Diaz, he ain't going to have to fight Nate Diaz at 140. They'll probably fight around 160 some pounds, and that's right up Adrien Broner's alley, because he can still eat like a hog, and he don't have to do everything that a professional would have to do to cut the weight. And I already can hear y'all, he ain't no AB, he just hate AB. Nah. I fuck with AB heavy, but you gotta hold him accountable just like we do any other fighter. And that's what the people around Adrien Broner need to do, is start holding him accountable. If I saw a picture of AB and he was in shape, I would take him serious, but Adrien Broner, he's had too many chances, and he showed that he's just not gonna take boxing serious. He's not gonna take himself serious, and he's not gonna be disciplined. He's too far along in his ways now. He's too far along in his ways, and AB, he just don't got it no more. He ain't gonna never have it. As far as what's going on behind the scenes, how they trying to make the fight with Rollie, I don't know if AB is gonna make the fight. I don't know if he'll ever make it that far in training camp. I just can't trust him at this point in time. You know what I'm saying? He thinks that everybody's supposed to feel sorry for him and just give him shit. He don't want to have to work for it no more. He think because, he did a lot for PBC in the past. He stepped up to the plate. He put on a lot of big fights at a point in boxing to where they needed another big mega superstar besides Floyd. And AB was that guy. But he was never disciplined, and he never did what he was supposed to do. He never reached the heights that he was supposed to reach because of his discipline outside of the ring, and it showed up inside of the ring. He never became what everybody thought he was gonna become. You feel me? He never beat a top level opponent, and it's just all due to his discipline, because it wasn't his talent. So we see Adrien Broner once again out of shape, fat, and he looking for a handout. They're not finna put you in the ring with Nate Diaz. You're not about to get that fight. But what you can get is Rollie Romero. So focus on getting that fight. Focus on getting your mind right and getting your shit together so you can get down to 140 pounds. Or you just gonna be sitting around, and it's gonna be 5 years from now and you still gonna be begging for a fight. Talking about, oh, I'm gonna be champion again. Yeah, I'm gonna be champion again. Because at the pace you going, you'll never get nowhere near a world championship again at no weight class. But at the end of the day, I hope that Adrien Broner can get his ish together, because the game needs somebody like AB in it. You know what I'm talking about? He got so much potential, he just can't keep focused and keep his head on straight outside of the ring, right? The game needs somebody like AB. I'm rooting for AB. I just don't believe in him no more until he give me something and show me that I can believe in him. So hopefully, eventually something happen, a miracle happen to where this man can get disciplined, but I wouldn't bet on it. And like I said, hopefully he do get his shit straight so we can see him and Rollie in the ring. But let me know what y'all would like to see. Would y'all like to see AB in the ring with Rollie, or do y'all want to see him in the ring with MMA superstar Nate Diaz? Anyway, hit the like button, drop a comment in the comment section, and y'all already know how I do. There you go, talking that boxing again, and I'm gone.